always thought I'm a night owl because I like to stay up very late at night, but actually I was just scrolling on TikTok until 2 a.m. and I wasn't even productive or doing anything. I did bedtime procrastination. I thought I'm a person that can never wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning because I never go to bed before midnight. But then my boyfriend got a new job where he has to wake up at 5 a.m. and I thought, why not wake up with him and make a change in my life and try to become a morning person. I think if you want to wake up at 5 a.m. you really need a reason why you want to wake up, and my main reason why I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. actually was because I always felt behind when I woke up at like, I don't know, I would say like 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. In winter it was 9 a.m. because I was just up until 2 a.m. pretty much every night watching TikTok or something like that, but that's a whole other story. So, because until you start your day, it's like, it's almost lunch, and I also want to go to the gym in the morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. maybe for one day, was super tired and never did it again. But I never did it like for a week, 2 weeks, now it's gonna be pretty much forever. But I wanted to make a change in my life because sometimes it can be fun to change things up if you have been doing things the same for years. It gets boring. And I think it's gonna be super nice, you know, in winter when it gets like dark at like 5 p.m. to be able to just finish your day because it is dark anyways, you're tired anyways. It's definitely gonna be hard to wake up in the morning, obviously because it is cold, it is dark. But if other people can do it, I can do it too, you can do it too if you want to. And I think in summer it's going to be so nice to wake up, like the fresh summer air in the morning. I haven't experienced it too much, but I loved it when I did it. Long story short, I thought I'm gonna vlog me waking up at 5 a.m. for a week, and then at the end of the video give you tips on what helped me going to bed and waking up at 5 a.m. because I'm pretty much forced to do it. So I mean, I'm not forced, I could just stay in bed, but I really want to do it. Like I have a reason why I want to wake up at 5 a.m. so okay, wow, this is way too early. Good morning. I now wake up at 5:20, which is not technically 5 a.m. but you know, I mean, it is still very, very early. It is now 6 a.m. I don't know what I really did. I feel like time in the morning is just passing. I was laying in bed for I think like 10 minutes debating on on life. Pretty much I was just thinking, okay? I was thinking and waking up and I didn't want to get out of bed. You know, usually when you wake up at a very, very early time, your body is kind of like in a shock, and I feel you're very awake the first day and then you're tired on the second day, or that's usually the case for me. But today is not one of these days. I'm super tired. By the way, I know I look weird. I have fake tan on. I need to wash it off. So I'm gonna walk my dog, take a shower, and then go to the gym. And then try to survive this day and go to bed earlier tonight, because otherwise I'm not gonna get up tomorrow. So, little check-in, I have the dishwasher running and there is a mess in the kitchen. Honestly, I wasn't as tired all day as I thought I would be. I was definitely the most tired when I woke up. And then when I went to the gym, like, the gym really woke me up today. I have days where I have more energy after the gym, and then I have days where I'm super tired after the gym. It was kind of easy to get through the day. Now I'm obviously getting a little bit tired. You definitely have to get used to that you get tired early in the day. There were times where I had a coffee at a time like this. So I think it's really nice that the day is now over for me and that I start making dinner and just relax on my couch at 5:30. Going to bed on time is definitely the hardest part about waking up early in the morning. So it is the second day. I just walked my dog, and I have to say I'm not as tired as I was yesterday. I think mainly because yesterday I woke up like in the middle of sleep cycle. I mean, I'm still tired when I wake up, like, don't get me wrong. And we didn't go to bed on time yesterday again, which means today I really need to go to bed earlier, because I feel like it's like half an hour to an hour of more sleep that I need to feel refreshed in the morning. So it is Wednesday, it is day 3, and it's almost 12 like p.m. Today we had our alarm set for 5 a.m. and not 5:20. I have to say my boyfriend woke up, but I snoozed until 5:30-ish. I did struggle to get out of bed today, definitely. We went to bed at like, I think it was like 10 p.m. So it's like on the edge of 7 hours. I almost fell asleep after I had my breakfast. You know, when you just sit on your desk and you're like, your eyes are just, you just don't function, okay? On the last 2 days, I was actually out and about doing stuff. I was at the gym, and then I had so much stuff to do. So I was pretty much gone and moving all day, and I didn't feel tired. But today I'm sitting all day, I'm at home, so I was a little bit worried that I'm gonna be more tired and I don't function at all. And I have to say, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, like except for right after my breakfast when I almost fell asleep. I'm gonna make myself a snack, because that's also what I feel like when I get more hungry. I do feel tired, obviously, because you don't have energy from food. For the fact that I struggled so much after breakfast, I'm pretty awake. I did quite a lot of stuff already on my laptop, and yeah. I'm so tired. Yes, I'm wearing the same top as yesterday. So I emptied the dishwasher, clean up the kitchen. I like to do this in the morning because I feel like then I don't have to think about it during the day, and I can just put in the dirty dishes and then turn it on in the evening again. Also, it is still dark when I wake up at like 5:30, and when I do the dishwasher and all the stuff, it is now like 6:30. And now I'm about to walk my dog, which means we can walk when it is light outside, which is the last month we can do that. Oh, it looks so rough. It is 4:30 a.m. I have to talk a little bit quiet because my boyfriend is asleep. So I guess today's Friday, doesn't count as waking up at 5 a.m. because I haven't been sleeping. I have been up all night because I was at the vet with my dog and he had really bad stomach pain at night. So we had to go again at like 3:30 in the morning. We just came home, and I hope I can sleep a little bit now. Today I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. I was up until 5 a.m. Plans changed a little bit, I guess, but I'm currently editing the video, and I just quickly wanted to say I don't want it to seem like I have it all figured out, like I wake up in the morning and it is nothing for me, because that is not true. I still do struggle, and I feel like there's no secret formula to have it easy. I feel like people who have to wake up at the time, they just wake up, and some days they struggle more and some days they struggle less. And if you don't have to wake up at a very early time, it either comes naturally to you or you're like me. And there are also days where you struggle more. Some days you will be sleeping in a little bit more and not be up at 5 a.m. And you just have to accept it, I guess. That's what I want to say. Sometimes maybe you wake up an hour later, and that's fine as well. I have to say, going to bed is still hard, but I've been doing it now for 2 weeks, and maybe in a few months I am going to be a complete morning person. I don't know. I think for some people it is just easier than for other people. And for me, it's not that easy, but like I said, I still do enjoy waking up that early because of the time I have in the morning. I don't want it to seem like I figured it all out in a week and now I'm this perfect morning person. Because I'm not. I'm definitely not. So the first thing is that you need a good night routine. You need to go to bed on time, because if you go to bed at midnight and want to wake up at 5 a.m., you're gonna be a zombie. I don't know, set yourself an alarm when you want to start winding down or something. My second tip would be to make a point where you stop working or stop studying. Other people, they go home from work and then they just stop. If you're like me and you work from home or you study from home, there is never an ending point. When you're at that point where like, oh, I want to get this done because then I don't have to do it tomorrow, change your brain and think, if you stop now, you're gonna be more refreshed the next day, and then you have enough time because you're gonna wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. anyways, so you have the whole day to work on that. Use the time to wind down, use the time to relax, get a good night's sleep and do it the next day, because it will be way better than if you work until bedtime and then go to bed like this. Which brings me to the third thing, which is pretty much all the boring stuff that you hear in every video where it's about waking up pretty much. Don't eat 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. Make sure that your room is very cool. Make sure your room is dark. No screens. I don't know how long before bed you shouldn't be on a screen. For me personally, it's realistic, like, I don't know, maybe like an hour, half an hour to an hour before bed. You can also turn on the night mode on your phone and on your laptop. Try to, you know, don't watch any shows that wanna, you know, make you keep watching. I know it sounds boring. Maybe you're like, what's the purpose of life then? But I mean, you can do all of these things earlier in the evening and then just watch something that's more relaxing. I like to rewatch some shows, I have something in the background, or watch some YouTube videos. And then when I'm going off the screen, I like to read a book. But if you don't want to read a book, you can do some stretching, you can do meditation, you can do yoga, you can journal, you can cuddle your pet, you can just write out your thoughts on a blank piece of paper so you can sleep better. Maybe you have a lot of thoughts. I do. So these are more like what to do the night before, which is super important in my opinion. Also, if you have to go to work, maybe that's what I didn't want to say. Maybe prep the stuff that you need or what you can prep in the evening for the next morning, because then you will have more time in the morning. Highly recommend. When I'm going to uni or anywhere early in the morning, I make sure that my coffee machine is ready. I have my clothes, I have my water. I just need to grab everything and don't think about it in the morning. And I also like to make lists if I have to bring a lot of stuff in the morning, and so I don't forget everything, or I lay everything on a specific place, grab it and then go. These are more of like the night before. Step 1. Step 2 is the waking up part, which means first tip is to adjust slowly. If you're waking up at 10 a.m. or something, it's probably not very realistic to go from 10 a.m. to 5 a.m. I would say what works for you, half an hour to an hour. I woke up at 8, then I started with 7, then I did half 7 because everything before 7 was very hard for me. I never thought I would wake up before 7 a.m. to be completely honest. And then it was 5 a.m. and because if you're used to waking up at 10 a.m. and suddenly you wake up at 5 a.m., you're probably gonna be so tired the first day that all you want to do is take a nap. Don't take a nap, because you won't be tired in the evening. Also, make sure you adjust all of your things. You know, if you have lunch earlier, you're also gonna have dinner earlier. And if you have dinner earlier, you have enough hours until you're going to bed, which means you also have enough time to wind down. I was eating my dinner at 8 p.m. If I ate my dinner at 8 p.m., that's almost my bedtime now. Maybe even write down what your ideal day looks like. This helped me a lot thinking about when I wanna work or study, when do we wanna go to the gym. Obviously, not every day is gonna be like that. The biggest tip for waking up early, I think, is to have a reason. If you don't have a reason, you're like, I don't want to wake up, I want to stay in bed and not move at all. For me personally, the reason was because I always felt so behind when I wake up at 7 or 8 a.m. I felt like everybody was awake for hours and did all of this stuff, and I was sleeping. Also, something to look forward to in the morning. For me, it is my breakfast. I love it so much. I literally look forward to my breakfast every single day. I know it sounds stupid maybe. I love when you're sitting in the morning and everything's quiet, nobody's awake, and you're just having your breakfast and you're having this quiet moment. Number 3, wake yourself up in the morning. Otherwise, it will be snoozing. Don't snooze, please. Don't snooze. Snoozing is the worst. I am the worst. I
am actually president of the company.
I like to put my phone away from me so that I have to wake up and grab my phone. I know it is annoying, but then I like to sit in bed for a little bit and just process everything, and then I wake up. I highly recommend changing out of your PJs as soon as possible. You don't have to wear jeans or anything. I just change into my sweats like this. I just want to be comfy, but I don't want to be in my PJ, okay? And then I like to do my skincare immediately after waking up. Once I've washed my face, I feel like a completely different human being. And turn on all the lights. Especially now in winter, it's gonna be super dark when you wake up that early. Turn on the lights. Oh, I realized that no snoozing was on the next point. Next point, no snoozing, no social media when you wake up. I highly recommend that you push your going on your phone and going on social media as far behind as you can into your day. If I go on social media in the morning and find myself scrolling for too long, I get into that mindset of being lazy. I think I procrastinate more as the day goes on when I go onto social media right in the beginning. I don't like it. I feel so sluggish afterwards. The last point is to don't destroy your cycle on the weekend. Doesn't mean you have to wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. for the rest of your life. No. You obviously still can go to parties. Life is not perfect, okay? That's what I want to say. It's like when you fall off of waking up that early, or if you go to bed a little bit later, don't be discouraged. Try again the next day, try again the next week. You won't be super awake any day. I'm tired some days. Some days. every day. You have days where it's easier and days where it's not gonna be so easy. That's just life. Honestly, 7 a.m. now feels like sleeping in. I love how much time I have in the morning on the weekends. It's so nice. Even though it's not 5 a.m. 7 a.m. is still pretty early. I always think about once I'm up, I'm gonna be so thankful I got up. Don't be too strict on it. It's gonna take time to adjust, and I've rambled on for hours pretty much. Now I think it is funny that I have a video called why waking up at 5 a.m. is overrated. If you want to see a morning routine where I wake up at 5 a.m., subscribe and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.